Have you ever wondered why some people seem to live with purpose while others struggle? The answer might lie in the questions we ask ourselves. This guide explores 14 questions inspired by Stoic philosophy that can transform your life. With practical insights, you'll learn to understand your values, overcome fears, and align your actions with your goals. Ready for a significant change? Let's get started. Understanding what truly matters in life is essential to living according to Stoic principles. People often get lost in meaningless routines, forgetting to ask themselves what they genuinely value. A good example is someone who spends most of their time worrying about others' opinions, never asking what their own values and priorities are. By identifying what is most important, they can align their actions with these values and avoid distractions that steer them off course. Awareness of values acts like a beacon guiding our actions and decisions. Think of a situation where you are tempted to accept a well-paying job that goes against your principles. By pausing to reflect on what you value, whether it be freedom, integrity, or work-life balance, you can make a decision that resonates with your true desires. This practice is advocated by many Stoics, who emphasize the importance of living a virtuous life. Values also influence our daily habits. Imagine someone who values health but does not have healthy habits. Recognizing this value, they might start asking important questions. Am I taking good care of my body? Do my habits reflect my values? From these reflections, they can change their behavior, incorporating physical exercise and a balanced diet into their daily routine. In a world full of distractions, maintaining awareness of values helps focus on what is essential. A student, for example, might ask, am I dedicating my time to studying or getting distracted by social media? By understanding that knowledge is a fundamental value, they can adjust their focus and habits to better achieve their academic goals. This type of continuous reflection is vital for a life aligned with personal values. Stoics teach that our values should be as solid as rocks, not subject to the tides of external circumstances. Think of a professional who, in a stressful work environment, remains calm and ethical because they value serenity and integrity. This alignment between values and actions not only strengthens character but also inspires others to act similarly. True freedom lies in living according to your values, regardless of external circumstances. When you have clarity about what is important, decisions become easier and worries diminish. For example, someone who values honesty will naturally avoid situations that compromise this virtue, while someone without this clarity might frequently find themselves in moral dilemmas. The key is to constantly reassess and reaffirm your values, ensuring that your actions are always in harmony with them. The right questions at the right time can transform a person's life. Ryan Holiday, a renowned author and Stoicism scholar, highlights that deeply questioning our actions and motivations is essential for personal growth. Imagine someone dissatisfied with their job. By asking themselves, why am I dissatisfied, what do I really want, and how can I get there, they might discover new directions and possibilities hidden by routine and inertia. Stoic philosophy teaches us to ask questions that help us see reality clearly. For instance, in the face of adversity, instead of asking, why is this happening to me, a Stoic would ask, what can I learn from this, or how can I turn this situation into something positive? This shift in perspective can make the difference between living with constant frustration or with serenity and purpose. In our personal relationships, questions also play a crucial role. Asking yourself if the people around you are helping or hindering your growth is a valuable exercise. If, for example, you realize that certain friends only contribute to negative habits, it might be necessary to reevaluate those connections. The Stoic philosopher Seneca often reflected on the influences around him, always seeking companions who would elevate him morally and intellectually. At work, the right questions can increase productivity and engagement. Ask yourself, am I performing my tasks to the best of my ability, and am I focusing on my responsibilities or worrying about others? These reflections can help direct your effort to areas where you truly have control and can make a difference, rather than wasting energy on distractions and unnecessary worries. Questions are also powerful tools for self-knowledge and personal growth. Regularly ask yourself, am I living according to my values, and do my actions reflect the person I want to be? These self-inquiries can reveal discrepancies between what you desire and what you are actually doing, providing an opportunity to adjust your course and align your actions with your values and goals. Finally, consider the daily practice of asking questions that promote gratitude and appreciation. Ask yourself, what am I grateful for today, what were my small successes, and how can I improve tomorrow? This practice can transform your perspective and bring a sense of fulfillment and contentment, regardless of external circumstances. Before we continue, if you are enjoying the content, please leave a like on the video. It's quick and will help YouTube recognize that our content is relevant and recommend it to more people who could benefit from these ideas. Evaluating the people you spend time with is essential for your personal growth. Stoics like Seneca and Epictetus often emphasize the importance of wisely choosing your companions. Imagine being surrounded by people who constantly complain and have negative habits. This can influence your own behavior and perspective. By reflecting on your relationships and asking questions like, are these people helping me grow, and, am I becoming who I want to be around them, you can make more conscious decisions about who to spend your time with. The quality of your relationships can determine the quality of your life. Consider a practical example. If you are trying to adopt healthy habits, being around people who also value health can be a great encouragement. They can offer support, share tips, and motivate you to stay on track. Conversely, if your friends prefer unhealthy habits, you might find it harder to make positive changes. The influence of relationships is powerful, and being aware of this can help you create an environment that favors your personal development. Stoics believe that we should seek friends who challenge us to be better. Imagine having a coworker who is always striving for excellence and innovation. Interacting with them can inspire you to improve your own performance. In contrast, coworkers who are complacent or negative can undermine your motivation and creativity. Ask yourself, who am I spending my time with, and do these people inspire me to be a better version of myself? The answers to these questions can guide your choices and strengthen your relationships. It is equally important to consider the impact you have on others' lives. Are you helping those around you grow and thrive? Consider adopting a supportive and encouraging stance, offering constructive feedback, and being a positive example. When you become a positive influence, you not only strengthen your own relationships but also create a virtuous circle of mutual growth. The philosopher Marcus Aurelius emphasized the interconnectedness of all of us and the importance of contributing to the collective well-being. Remember that healthy relationships require continuous effort and attention. This may mean having difficult conversations, setting boundaries, and investing time and energy in nurturing meaningful connections. By asking questions like, what can I do to improve this relationship, and, am I truly listening and understanding the other person, you can cultivate deeper and more rewarding bonds. Open and honest communication is fundamental to any strong and healthy relationship. Finally, evaluating your relationships should be a continuous practice. As you grow and evolve, your needs and values may change, which may require adjustments in your connections. Regularly ask yourself, do my current relationships reflect who I am and who I want to be, and, am I surrounded by people who help me achieve my goals? Keeping these questions in mind can help you create a support network that aligns with your personal growth and well-being. Understanding what is under our control is one of the fundamental principles of Stoicism. Epictetus, one of the great Stoic philosophers, teaches that we should focus only on what we can control and accept what we cannot. For example, imagine you are worried about the weather on the day of an important event. Instead of worrying, ask yourself, can I control the weather? The obvious answer is no. But you can control how you prepare for the event, such as bringing an umbrella or making an alternative plan. This focus on personal control can transform your approach to life. Consider someone who is anxious about a presentation at work. Instead of getting lost in thoughts about what colleagues might think, this person can focus on practicing and perfecting their presentation. Questions like, what can I do to better prepare, or how can I boost my confidence, are more productive than worrying about others' reactions. Epictetus reminds us that by focusing on what we can control, we gain peace and clarity. When assessing control, it is also helpful to remember that the only thing we can truly control is our own mind and reactions. In conflict situations, for example, you cannot control the other person's actions, but you can control your response. Instead of reacting with anger, you can choose to respond calmly and rationally. Ask yourself, how do I want to respond to this situation, and is this response aligned with my values? The constant practice of this assessment helps cultivate serenity and resilience. Life is full of unforeseen events and challenges beyond our control. However, our attitude and perspective are always within our domain. Imagine you face a significant delay in a project due to external factors. Instead of despairing, ask yourself, what can I learn from this situation, and how can I use this time productively? Adopting this mindset not only aligns you with Stoic teachings but also promotes continuous growth and adaptability. Assessing control is also crucial to avoid unnecessary frustrations. Think of an athlete who rigorously prepares for a competition. They cannot control the performance of their competitors, but they can control their own training and mental preparation. By focusing on what is under their control, they reduce anxiety and increase their chances of success. This philosophy can be applied to any area of life, from studies to relationships. Finally, by understanding and accepting our limits, we can live more fully and contentedly. Recognizing what is beyond our control is not a sign of weakness but of wisdom. By accepting these limitations, we can direct our energy to what truly matters and is within our reach. Ask yourself, am I wasting energy on things I cannot change, and how can I redirect my focus to what is under my control? This continuous practice helps build a more balanced and gratifying life. Defining what an ideal day looks like can transform your daily routine. Many of us let days pass without thinking about how we can make them more meaningful. Imagine waking up with a clear plan for your day, aligned with your values and goals. Ask yourself, what do I want to achieve today, and what activities will make me feel accomplished? By answering these questions, you can create a schedule that reflects your priorities and avoids distractions. Aligning your daily activities with your long-term goals is an essential practice. Think of someone who values health and well-being. Instead of treating physical exercise as an afterthought, this person might ask, how can I incorporate physical activity into my daily routine? This might mean setting aside specific time for walking, running, or practicing yoga. By doing this, they are building a day that contributes to their long-term goal of living a healthy life. An ideal day also involves moments of reflection and gratitude. Setting aside time to meditate or journal can help maintain focus and perspective. Imagine starting the day with questions like, what am I grateful for today, and what are my intentions for the day? These practices not only help start the day with a positive mindset but also allow you to reflect on your actions and progress throughout the day. Integrating breaks and moments of leisure is equally important for an ideal day. When planning your day, ask yourself, am I setting aside time to relax and recharge, and what activities bring me joy and rest? This might include reading a book, spending time with family, or simply relaxing. A balanced day, with time for both work and leisure, promotes long-term well-being and productivity. Maintaining flexibility is another key to building an ideal day. While having a plan is great, it's important to be prepared for adjustments. Ask yourself, how can I adapt my day if something unexpected happens, and am I willing to change my plans if necessary? This flexibility allows you to better handle unforeseen events without compromising your goals and well-being. This is particularly relevant in Stoic philosophy, which teaches us to accept what we cannot control. Finally, at the end of the day, reflecting on what was accomplished is crucial. Ask yourself, what did I achieve today, and what can I improve tomorrow? This habit of constant self-evaluation helps adjust your future plans and ensures that each day is aligned with your values and goals. Thus, the continuous practice of planning and reflecting on the ideal day becomes a cycle of continuous improvement, promoting a fuller and more accomplished life. If you are appreciating these valuable lessons and want to take your Stoic journey to the next level, we have something special for you. Introducing our ebook, Wealth and Wisdom, Stoicism as a Path to Financial Prosperity. This practical and inspiring guide combines ancient Stoic teachings with modern financial strategies to transform your financial life and develop a balanced and resilient mindset. For just $14.90, you can take the first step towards achieving financial prosperity and true balance. Don't let uncertainty and financial stress control your life. Invest in yourself today and discover the power of Stoic wisdom to achieve true wealth and financial serenity. The link to purchase is pinned in the first comment of the video. Don't miss this opportunity. Deciding whether you want to appear important or actually achieve important things is a central question for a meaningful life. Instead of focusing on the appearance of success, Stoics encourage the pursuit of true achievements. Imagine someone who spends their life trying to show a high social status but feels a constant sense of emptiness. Ask yourself, am I seeking recognition or am I focused on making a real difference? The answer can reveal whether you are prioritizing true impact or merely others' perception. The difference between being and doing is fundamental for a life aligned with values. Consider an entrepreneur who spends time building a company with a clear purpose, instead of just seeking accolades. They ask, am I contributing to something meaningful, and how can I positively impact others' lives? This focus on genuine achievements, instead of merely appearing successful, is a practice valued by Stoic philosophers. Focusing on impact rather than recognition can also transform your relationships and career. If you are working on a project that aims to solve a real problem, instead of seeking praise, you concentrate on how your work makes a difference. Ask yourself, is my contribution truly helping to solve a problem, and am I focusing on what is important, not just what is visible? These questions help align your actions with goals that truly matter. The desire to appear important can lead to superficial and unsustainable decisions. Imagine someone who buys luxury goods to impress others but feels these possessions do not bring lasting happiness. Ask yourself, am I investing my time and resources in things that have real value for me, and what can I do to find true satisfaction, not just external approval? Stoic philosophy encourages us to seek true value in our actions and decisions. Building a life based on true achievements requires courage and authenticity. Ask yourself, am I being true to myself and what I truly value, and how can I ensure my actions reflect my true goals? By answering these questions, you can build a life more aligned with your principles and achieve meaningful accomplishments. Finally, remember that the pursuit of real impact is a continuous process. Instead of worrying about momentary status, focus on making consistent progress towards goals that matter to you. Regularly ask yourself, what am I doing to move towards my real goals, and how can I continuously improve to create significant impact? This focus allows for a life of true value and accomplishment. Balancing self-interest with contributing to the greater good is an art deeply valued by Stoics. In a world where competition and selfishness often prevail, it is important to ask, do my actions benefit only me or also others? Imagine someone who works tirelessly only for their own success, neglecting the impact of their actions on the community. By reflecting on their motivations, this person can find that balancing personal interests with the common good brings deeper and more lasting satisfaction. Stoicism teaches us to seek a balance between taking care of ourselves and contributing to society. Think of a doctor who, besides pursuing a prosperous career, dedicates time to volunteer programs. Ask yourself, am I using my talents to help others, and are my actions contributing to a better world? This balance not only enriches your own life but also creates a positive impact on society. Reflecting on your motivations can reveal whether your actions are driven by selfishness or altruism. Consider a businessperson who, instead of focusing solely on profit, seeks to create products that improve people's quality of life. Questions like, am I creating real value for my customers, and how can I contribute to the well-being of the community, can help align your actions with a greater purpose, promoting a deeper sense of fulfillment. Finding this balance can also bring significant personal benefits. Imagine someone who invests time in helping others, whether through mentoring, volunteering, or acts of kindness. By doing so, they are not only contributing to others' well-being but also cultivating a sense of connection and purpose in their own life. Ask yourself, am I dedicating enough time to help others, and how can I integrate more altruistic actions into my daily life? The balance between self-interest and altruism does not mean sacrificing one for the other but finding harmony between both. Think of a teacher who dedicates themselves to their students' development but also invests in their own education and personal growth. Ask yourself, am I taking care of myself while helping others, and how can I ensure my actions benefit both me and those around me? This approach ensures you do not burn out but continue to be a positive force. Finally, remembering that our actions have a lasting impact can motivate the pursuit of this balance. Regularly ask yourself, what legacy do I want to leave, and are my actions contributing to a better future for all? Through this constant reflection, we can ensure that we are living a life that not only prospers personally but also enriches the world around us. Fear and worry are natural emotions but can divert our focus from productive actions. Stoics teach us to recognize these feelings and ask, what am I losing by choosing to worry? Imagine someone who constantly worries about the future. Instead of acting, this person becomes paralyzed, losing valuable opportunities. Ask yourself, is this fear based on facts or assumptions? Often, our worries are unfounded, and this reflection can free our minds to focus on what really matters. Overcoming fear involves accepting that life is uncertain and that we do not have control over everything. Epictetus emphasizes the importance of distinguishing between what we can and cannot control. For example, when facing a challenge at work, instead of fearing failure, ask yourself, what can I do to increase my chances of success, and how can I learn and grow from this experience? This change in perspective helps turn worry into positive action. For many, fear is tied to failure and others' judgment. Imagine an artist hesitating to show their work for fear of criticism. Ask yourself, am I letting the fear of judgment prevent me from pursuing my dreams, and how can I overcome this fear? A practical approach might be to seek constructive feedback from trusted individuals, using it to improve and move forward. Stoicism teaches us to focus on our own assessment, not others. Practicing radical acceptance is another strategy to overcome fear and worry. When something beyond our control happens, such as an unexpected event altering our plans, ask yourself, can I change this situation? If the answer is no, focus on how you can respond resiliently. By accepting what we cannot change, we release energy to adapt and find new solutions aligned with our values and goals. Worry often feeds on a disorganized and unfocused mind. Maintaining a structured routine and setting clear goals can help mitigate this anxiety. Ask yourself, is my routine helping me focus on what is important, and how can I organize my time more effectively? Incorporating habits like meditation, physical exercise, and daily planning can transform worry into productivity and serenity. Finally, the continuous practice of self-reflection can help keep fear and worry under control. Ask yourself daily, am I letting fear dictate my actions, and how can I focus more on my capabilities and less on my insecurities? By maintaining this practice, you can build a stronger and more resilient mindset, ready to face challenges with courage and clarity, following Stoic principles. Regularly questioning whether you are doing your job to the best of your ability is crucial for professional success and satisfaction. Instead of constantly comparing yourself to others, ask, am I utilizing my full potential, and are my actions aligned with my role's objectives? By focusing on your own performance, you can identify areas for improvement and growth, becoming more efficient and effective in your responsibilities. Stoics believe we should concentrate on our responsibilities rather than those of others. Imagine a coworker who always seems to be ahead. Instead of feeling demotivated, ask yourself, what can I learn from them, and how can I apply this to my work? This approach not only promotes a continuous learning environment but also helps develop a sense of purpose and fulfillment in what you do. Focusing on your responsibilities and doing your best involves maintaining discipline and consistency. Consider a professional who sets daily goals and reviews their progress at the end of each day. Ask yourself, am I meeting my daily goals, and what can I do to improve tomorrow? This habit of constant self-evaluation, promoted by Stoics, ensures that you are always progressing and improving your skills. Another key to exceptional performance is the ability to adapt and be resilient. When unexpected challenges arise at work, instead of worrying or blaming others, ask yourself, how can I solve this problem, and what can I learn from this situation? This problem-solving mindset not only improves your performance but also strengthens your reputation as a reliable and proactive professional. Practicing mindfulness at work can also elevate your performance. By being present and focused on each task, you minimize errors and increase the quality of your work. Ask yourself, am I truly present in my daily activities, and how can I enhance my concentration and effectiveness? Techniques like meditation and organizing your workspace can help keep your mind clear and focused. Finally, remembering that work is a significant part of life but should not be everything is essential for balanced performance. Ask yourself, am I maintaining a good work-life balance, and how can I ensure I am taking care of my well-being while performing my duties? Maintaining this balance is crucial to avoid burnout and ensure a sustainable and satisfying career, following Stoic principles. Identifying and prioritizing what is most important to you is essential for an aligned and meaningful life. Stoics teach us to live according to our deepest values without being distracted by external pressures. Ask yourself, what are my core values, and do my actions reflect these values? By doing this, you can ensure that your decisions and behaviors are in harmony with what truly matters to you. Values serve as a compass, guiding our choices and actions. Imagine someone who values integrity above all else. This person might ask, am I being true to myself and others, and do my actions reflect my commitment to integrity? By keeping these questions in mind, they can make decisions that resonate with their principles, even in the face of pressure or temptation. Prioritizing values also means making sacrifices when necessary. Consider a professional who values time with their family. They might need to decline a project that requires long extra hours. Ask yourself, am I willing to sacrifice what is less important for what is most important, and how can I align my priorities with my daily actions? This reflection helps maintain focus on what truly matters and live more intentionally. Stoics believe that living according to our values brings peace and satisfaction. Think of someone who values education and continuous learning. They might ask, am I dedicating enough time to learn and grow, and how can I incorporate more learning opportunities into my routine? By doing this, they can ensure that their daily actions contribute to their personal and professional growth. Moreover, prioritizing values helps set clear boundaries. Imagine someone who values mental health. They might ask, am I saying yes to things that drain my energy, and how can I protect my well-being? Setting boundaries based on your values can help avoid burnout and maintain a healthy work-life balance. Finally, the continuous practice of reflecting on your values and adjusting your actions accordingly is fundamental for living a full and meaningful life. Regularly ask yourself, am I living according to my values, and what can I do to better align my actions with what truly matters to me? By maintaining this practice, you can ensure that your decisions and behaviors are always in harmony with your values, promoting a more coherent and satisfying life. Before we continue, if you are enjoying the content, please leave a like on the video. It's quick and will help YouTube recognize that our content is relevant and recommend it to more people who could benefit from these ideas. Knowing who you are creating for is crucial to producing meaningful and impactful work. When we understand our audience, our actions and messages become more effective and resonate more deeply. Ask yourself, who is my audience, and what are their needs and desires? By answering these questions, you can tailor your work to better meet the expectations and needs of those you aim to reach. Having clarity about your audience helps shape your messages so that they are relevant and engaging. Imagine a writer developing a book on Stoicism for beginners. They should ask, what common questions does my audience have about Stoicism, and how can I explain complex concepts in an accessible way? By doing this, they ensure that their work not only educates but also inspires and motivates their readers. Understanding your audience also involves knowing their values and interests. Consider a digital content creator who produces videos about healthy habits. They might ask, does my audience value long-term habit changes or quick solutions, and what types of content do they prefer? This understanding allows them to create materials that truly connect and are useful, keeping the audience engaged and loyal. The practice of knowing your audience is continuous and dynamic. Regularly ask yourself, have my audience's needs changed, and how can I adapt my work to remain relevant? Constant feedback and interaction with your audience are essential to maintaining this connection alive. A good example is a teacher who adapts their lessons based on students' feedback, ensuring that the content is always pertinent and interesting. A clear purpose for your work is also closely linked to knowing your audience. Imagine an app developer who wants to create a tool to improve productivity. They should ask, how can my app truly help my audience be more productive, and what features are most important to them? By aligning product development with user needs, they ensure that their work has a real and positive impact. Finally, a deep understanding of your audience and purpose helps build a strong and authentic brand. Ask yourself, does my brand reflect my audience's values and interests, and am I communicating my purpose clearly and effectively? Maintaining this continuous practice of self-evaluation and adaptation helps ensure that you are always in tune with your audience, creating meaningful and lasting work. Asking yourself if what you are doing really matters is fundamental for living a life focused on what is essential. Often, we get involved in activities that do not add real value to our lives. Ask yourself, is this task really important, and is it aligned with my goals and values? By asking these questions, you can eliminate what is unnecessary and focus on what truly matters, following the Stoic teachings on simplicity and focus. Focusing on the essential also means learning to say no. Imagine someone who constantly feels overwhelmed because they say yes to all requests. Ask yourself, am I saying yes to things that really matter, and how can I be more selective with my time and energy? Saying no to non-essential activities allows you to dedicate more time and effort to things that truly make a difference in your life. Stoics believed in the importance of focusing on what is essential to live a virtuous life. Consider a professional who values excellence in their work. They might ask, am I focusing on tasks that truly contribute to my success, and how can I eliminate distractions that pull me away from my goals? By doing this, they can ensure that their actions are always directed towards achieving their most important goals. Reflection on what is essential also involves constantly evaluating your priorities. Regularly ask yourself, have my priorities changed, and am I adapting my actions accordingly? Life is dynamic, and our priorities can change over time. Maintaining this practice of self-evaluation ensures that you are always aligned with what is most important to you, avoiding waste of time and energy. Additionally, focusing on the essential can help simplify your life. Imagine someone trying to reduce stress by organizing their personal finances. Ask yourself, do my expenses reflect my values and priorities, and am I investing my money in what really matters? By simplifying your finances, you can reduce stress and ensure that your resources are being used in a way that supports your goals and values. Finally, the continuous practice of focusing on the essential helps build a fuller and more satisfying life. Ask yourself daily, am I dedicating my time and energy to what really matters, and how can I improve my focus on the essential? This constant reflection allows you to adjust your actions and priorities, ensuring that you are always moving towards a more meaningful life aligned with your values. Making the most of your time is crucial for a productive and meaningful life. Stoics teach us to distinguish between alive time and dead time. Alive time is when we use our time productively and consciously, while dead time is wasted without purpose. Ask yourself, am I using my time in a way that really matters, and how can I turn dead time into alive time? By asking these questions, you can reassess your daily activities and find ways to make them more meaningful. One practical way to turn dead time into alive time is through continuous education. Imagine someone who spends hours on public transportation every day. Instead of just passing the time, this person might ask, how can I use this time to learn something new? This could mean listening to audiobooks, podcasts, or studying a new language. By doing this, they transform unproductive moments into opportunities for growth and learning. Another example is the use of leisure time. Instead of spending hours mindlessly watching TV, ask yourself, am I really relaxing and recharging my energies, and how can I use my leisure time more intentionally? Activities like reading inspiring books, practicing creative hobbies, or spending quality time with family can make your free time more enriching and satisfying. Mindfulness is a powerful tool to transform any moment into a live time. Imagine you are in a long and tedious line. Instead of getting frustrated, ask yourself, how can I use this time to practice mindfulness, and am I present in the moment? Breathing deeply, observing your surroundings, or reflecting on your thoughts and feelings can turn an apparently useless experience into an opportunity to practice mindfulness. Planning and organizing your day are also essential to maximize alive time. Ask yourself, am I planning my day efficiently, and how can I prioritize my tasks to ensure I am focusing on what is most important? Using time management tools like to-do lists and calendars can help maintain focus and productivity, ensuring that each moment is well spent. Finally, the continuous practice of reflecting on how you use your time is crucial. Ask yourself daily, am I making the best use of my time, and how can I improve my time management tomorrow? By maintaining this practice, you can continuously adjust and improve your approach to time, ensuring you are always making the most of every moment, living according to Stoic principles. Constantly asking whether your actions reflect the person you want to be is a fundamental practice for a life aligned with your values. Self-reflection is a central principle of Stoicism and involves continuous evaluation of our behaviors and choices. Ask yourself, are my actions in harmony with my values, and am I becoming the person I want to be? This practice helps maintain focus and direction, ensuring your daily actions align with your long-term goals. Self-reflection also involves learning from mistakes and adjusting behavior. Imagine someone who had a difficult day at work and reacted negatively. Instead of blaming themselves, they might ask, what can I learn from this experience, and how can I react differently in the future? This type of questioning promotes personal growth and resilience, helping to turn challenges into learning opportunities. Consider the importance of regularly evaluating your progress. Ask yourself, am I closer to my goals today than I was yesterday, and what steps can I take to keep advancing? Keeping a self-reflection journal can be a useful tool to record your thoughts and progress, allowing for a deeper analysis of your actions and decisions. This not only reinforces your commitment to your goals but also provides clarity on what needs adjustment. The practice of self-reflection also includes evaluating your relationships. Ask yourself, are the people around me helping me grow, and am I being a good friend, partner, or colleague? By reflecting on your interactions and the impact they have on your life, you can make more informed decisions about how to cultivate relationships that promote mutual well-being and growth. This continuous evaluation is vital for maintaining meaningful and healthy connections. Additionally, self-reflection can help you identify and overcome fears and insecurities. Ask yourself, what am I avoiding out of fear, and how can I face these fears constructively? Recognizing and confronting your insecurities is a crucial step for personal development. By doing this, you can develop greater self-confidence and the ability to deal with challenges effectively. Finally, the practice of self-reflection should be a regular part of your daily routine. Ask yourself each night, what did I do well today, and what can I improve tomorrow? This constant habit of evaluation and adjustment helps keep your actions aligned with your values and goals, promoting a more conscious and intentional life. Following Stoic principles, continuous self-reflection is the key to a virtuous and fulfilled life. Now that you have explored these 14 transformative questions, are you ready to apply this knowledge and make significant changes in your life? Ask yourself, am I willing to act on these insights, and how can I start today? The practical application of these principles can be the difference between a life of stagnation and one of continuous growth. Which questions resonated most with you? How do you plan to integrate them into your daily routine? Remember, the key to transformation lies in constant and conscious action. Most importantly, keep reflecting and adjusting your actions according to your values and goals. Are you prepared for a fuller life aligned with your principles? If so, share your experiences in the comments. We want to hear your stories of change and growth. Subscribe to the channel and activate notifications to continue learning about how to apply Stoicism and other practical philosophies in your life.